Today we do have a special guest with me, and he is going to introduce first, himself. Actually, he is from Europe, so I'll request you to introduce yourself first, so that we can proceed with the question answer session.
Thank you very much, Krishan. My name is Jonas Bruns. I am joining today from Meissen in Germany, eastern part of Germany. Myself, I've been part of dozens of MUNs by now, all around the world. I haven't yet been to an MUN in India yet. Unfortunately, I feel like I really should. My last MUN was in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Right.
Right now, I'm busy with MUN Command, which is trying to be the all-in-one software for MUN. And we've come up with MUN Session, which is live now. This is comparable to WXMUN or Chairman. So it's really sharing software there for you to need for free whenever you want and need it. And then MUN Command Conference as the all-in-one package is going to be live by November.
That's great. So IAMUN, I would like to invite you in future if you want to come to India, and if you can contribute something. So you're most welcome, especially in India. Now, yeah, I do have a few questions for my viewers, those who are going to watch this interview on World Education Events YouTube channel. So why actually do you think that MUN Command is important, especially in European countries?
Well, I believe it's important to MUN community all over the world, because really the first idea I had about it was chairing an MUN in New York City when I was chair of like a big UN General Assembly committee. I want to say double delegate. I never knew exactly. I want to say 300 high school kids. And so the problem was, now you want to conduct a roll call or a procedural vote or anything, especially the procedural votes were a tough one, where you never had everyone on board. It was always tip or toe, and you never really knew what the precise majorities were. So I thought, hey, can we not have something like, Mentimeter, where you can vote on your phone? We got to have this for NN. We only have this crappy cherry software out there. And so by December last year, I was having a coffee with a friend of mine, and he's telling me he's looking for a project just to bump up his programming skills. And I'm telling him that's a few dangerous words to use. And so I got together a good team. We're now 4 boys, and I believe it's adding value. First of all, a friend of mine, he said, we're all dressing up for MUN. See, you're wearing a beautiful tie today. I tried to put on a shirt at least. but we're all dressing up for MUN. But then why is the chairing software so ugly, right? So we thought, let's do it beautiful first of all. Let's do it intuitive. Let's make it easy to use. Let's put in country flags. And all these steps then evolve, and we're trying to have better functionality for Indian conferences and societies with the software we do. Really to have them focus on what matters, so they don't lose time on collecting amendments through Facebook and then sending a message in Slack, and then it's just too many platforms being used all over. This is kind of where we're coming from.
Great, great, very exciting, interesting. Thank you so much. I do have one more question. Like, what do you want to suggest, to all the MUN organizers at this time, because COVID-19 has already changed the landscape. And those who are actually, without placard now conducting things, and we especially miss unmoderated caucus and all these things. So actually, what do you want to suggest, especially those who are conducting these programs for students?
Well, of course, COVID is a big change to the MUN world. MUN to me always was and is about connecting people, right? It's about meeting people. It's in cool locations and stuff, and so it's really about this connection amongst people. And so not having physical MUN conferences is a big drain on this connection between people, I feel. However, at very first I was very skeptical about online MUNs and virtual MUNs, and I thought, how's that going to work? Like in a Zoom call? Like, no. But then friends of mine, they organized quite early on a virtual MUN, and I was positively surprised, because the way they did it was that they had like Mural, which is like an online whiteboard where people can collaborate, and then they had like a picture there of like a conference venue with like a few tables and so forth, and then on the table there would be, say, the link to a Zoom call, so you could freely choose which call to join in, and so to say move around the venue, and it kind of worked out quite nicely. And the unique thing about these virtual conferences comparing to the classic physical conferences is, of course, that you can meet people that you wouldn't have met otherwise. I mean, look, you and me, we're meeting now virtually without having to sit in an airplane forever, which is wonderful. I mean, how nice is this? So it's a very sustainable, easy way to connect people that might not have the funds, because, I mean, traveling is freaking expensive, but also connecting people that don't have the time, and just, it's wonderful in ways that you can connect around the globe, and maybe that is something that will last. This aspect I would love to have it, even after COVID, but then I feel that once we can allow physical conferences to happen again, I think that they will be there, and that online conferences will not replace physical classic standard conferences.
Great. So, okay, like you were talking about a few software like your team has recently developed. So would you like to share more information about that?
I would love to. Well, first of all, I would love to invite everyone to follow us on social media to find out more about it. And we always say there's 3 ways you can support MUN Command. Number 1 being using it. Have fun with it, use it for your committee, and get familiarized with it. Just go to muncommand.com. Then in the top it says the app, and that's where you click on session for entering the session version. So after you've used it extensively, you go to number 2. You find features or you don't find features in the app that you would wish to be there, but we can only develop it. We only do develop features that we see a necessity for in the MUN community. So let us know what you want for the next update, which bugs you find, which features you want to see being added. All this, just let us know. We're really trying to grow a community around what we're doing. And number 3 then is spread the word, share the word. If you like what we're doing, others might do so as well. So really it's about creating this reach, and then your friends might have this great idea about how we can make MUN Command better. They will feedback us, we will improve it, and you will have the better app. So there's also something for you by sharing it. So really it's about using, it's about feedbacking, and it's about sharing. Those are the key 3 things. You can support what we're doing with MUN Command, to just make your chatting experience better, and with the conference version, then making the whole conference experience, driving that to a whole new level.
So from my end, like Indian Abroad Model United Nation, of course they will support this move that you have taken. Of course we'll promote all your efforts. Personally, which committee generally do you enjoy, as a delegate or as a chair?
So I do enjoy committee like EcoSoc is a great one, because I think the size of it is just nice. The frame, the topics they usually tackle on are very nice. Security Council tends to be exciting, depending on how the P5 are staffed, because if they know their shit, like it's awesome, but if they don't, then it's a tough one sometimes. Yeah. No, but EcoSoc's nice. The human rights stuff, like Human Rights Council, High Commissioner for Human Rights, that kind of stuff really drives. But then really depends on the topics. General Assembly committees can be nice, to be honest. I had a great time in some General Assembly committees. So it's not like I have this committee I always go for. It really, it's like food, You have a few favorites, but then it's about having different foods all the time. You don't eat your favorite food every day, right? It's similar to that.
Okay, great, very fine. So that was actually MUN.
Thank you very much. Wishing you all the best as well, and good health, I guess.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
Thank you so much.
All right,
bye bye.
Bye bye.